I was asleep, just 10 feet away. My baby was in the next room. Everything felt safe, normal, peaceful. But while I was lying there, completely unaware, my entire life was being torn apart right behind that door. And the worst part, when I woke up, I didn't just lose a partner. I lost my sense of reality. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, someone you never thought would cross that line, then stay till the end, because this one isn't just about betrayal. It's about the kind of truth that changes you forever. It started like any normal evening. Dinner, laughter, friends, kind of night where you feel comfortable, safe. He had invited a few friends over. People I knew, people I trusted, including her, someone I had laughed with, shared stories with, someone I never once thought I'd have to question. We all drank a little too much. Not enough to lose control. At least, that's what I thought. I remember feeling heavy, my head spinning just slightly. So I told him, "I'm going to lie down for a bit." He smiled. "Yeah, go rest. I'll clean up." Simple. Normal. Nothing about that moment felt wrong. I walked into our room, lay down beside the quiet hum of the fan, and drifted off, completely unaware that this would be the moment everything broke. I don't know how long I was asleep. Minutes? Hours? But what woke me up wasn't a sound. It was a feeling. That strange instinct. Like something isn't right. I opened my eyes slowly. The room was dim. Quiet. Too quiet. And then I noticed movement near the door. She was there. Rushing. Avoiding eye contact. Grabbing her things like she needed to disappear. My chest tightened instantly. "Hey, what's going on?" My voice sounded heavier than I expected. Confused. Groggy. She froze. For just a second. Then she said something quick. Something that didn't make sense. And tried to leave. That's when the feeling hit harder. That cold, sinking feeling in your stomach. When your brain hasn't caught up yet. But your body already knows. Something is very, very wrong. I followed her. Not aggressively. Not yet. Just needing answers. "Why are you leaving like that?" Silence. Avoided eye contact. Then I asked again. More firmly this time. And that's when everything started to unravel. Piece by piece. Word by word. Until the truth, whatever version of it existed, came crashing down between us. Something had happened. Between them. While I was asleep. 10 feet away. I wish I could describe exactly what I felt in that moment. But it wasn't just anger. It was confusion. Shock. Disbelief so strong it almost felt like I was watching someone else's life. No, that's not possible. That's what my mind kept repeating. But reality doesn't care what feels possible. The confrontation that followed was explosive. Voices raised. Accusations thrown. The kind of chaos when no one is really listening, just reacting. He said, "I thought it was you." Those words still echo in my head. Over and over again. I thought it was you. Until it was too late. And her. She said she didn't remember. That she was blackout drunk. That the only thing she could recall was coming to and saying no. Think about that for a second. Two completely different versions of the same moment. And me? Standing in the middle of it, trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Trying to decide who is lying, or worse. What if neither of them is telling the full truth? The police were called. Not by me, not at first. But things escalated so quickly that it didn't matter anymore. At that point, it wasn't just about betrayal. It was about something much darker. Something heavier. She told me later that she considered pressing charges. That she believed something serious had happened. But then, she didn't, because she couldn't remember enough. And that right there, that uncertainty, is what destroys you. Because there's no closure. No clear answer. Just possibilities. Either my friend betrayed me in the worst way possible, or the man I trusted, the father of my child, did something unforgivable, something that goes beyond cheating, and I don't know which one is worse. For days, I couldn't eat properly. My stomach felt twisted, constantly, like my body was rejecting the reality I was living in. Every quiet moment became torture, because that's when the thoughts came in, replaying it, over and over. What really happened? Who started it? Could I have stopped it? If I had just woken up sooner. But then something shifted. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just quietly. A realization. It didn't actually matter anymore, because regardless of the details, he had already shown me who he was. So I left. I took my son, packed what I could, and walked out of that house. Not because I had all the answers, but because I finally understood something important. I didn't need them. And here's where it gets worse. Or maybe better, depending on how you see it. Within 2 days, he had another woman in our home. His ex. The same place where we built our life. The same place where everything fell apart. And suddenly, everything became clear. This wasn't a mistake. It wasn't confusion. It wasn't I thought it was you. This was a pattern. He had already tried reaching out to another ex. Even before that night. And in that moment, all the doubt I had, all the confusion, it started to disappear. Because the real revenge wasn't yelling, wasn't fighting, wasn't proving who was right or wrong. It was walking away. It was choosing peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, self-respect over excuses. While he stayed the same, jumping from one person to another, avoiding accountability, I did something he never expected. I stopped looking back. And that's what broke the cycle. Sometimes, you don't get the full truth. Sometimes, you never know exactly what happened. But you do get to choose what you do next. And sometimes the strongest thing you can do is leave without all the answers. If this story hit you even a little, make sure to like the video and tell me in the comments, what would you have done in this situation? And if you want more real emotional stories like this, subscribe now. Because the next one, it might hit even harder.